What's up, what's up? This is Johnny Hustle, and we back, Friday Night Flows. We at the famous Upstage Theater located on Wooddale Boulevard. I'm so lucky to be sitting here with Chimes CEO, Miss Tanika. How you doing?
Hola.
Good
I'm
evening.
good. How are you?
Good evening, looking great.
Thank you.
I'm great. I'm glad you gave me a minute to come sit down and have an interview with me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. So I read in your bio that you're a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Can you please explain that? I had to look it up and put the two words together. But give me your definition.
Like cereal, over and over again, right? Yeah. Sometimes it takes a lot of times to get stuff right.
Right.
I would say, serial entrepreneur because I have had a few businesses.
Okay. What hat you wearing right now?
Right now, I am a registered nurse by profession, right? I've been a nurse for about 20 years.
Highly educated.
Yeah, you got to have it up here
Right.
and everywhere else.
Right.
Doesn't hurt. So I'm a registered nurse, and I graduated from Southern University School of Nursing. Shout out to Susan HBCU. And as a nurse, I own Always There Healthcare, which is an agency. Yes, I do. I consult with different home-based and community-based services. I offer nursing services to those agencies.
Okay.
I also am the owner of Chimes Boutique. Shop chimesboutique.com. The ensemble you see here comes from there. And that is where, that's my outlet.
Okay.
That is my
So you heavy with the fashion.
Yeah.
So nursing is the job.
Yeah.
And Chimes is the baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's both are part of my heart. Both
Gotcha.
come from the
Gotcha.
heart. I'm a nurturer by nature.
You
I
essential?
can't help it.
Essential.
Yeah, essential worker in me. And so that satisfies that nurturing side.
Okay.
And then the owner of a boutique and styling and all of that satisfies that fashion side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And dealing with fashion, I know you're probably into music. Well, I know you're into a lot of music. So, what do you prefer? You from Baton Rouge, so you probably did a little, Boosie, hip hop type, but
definitely
R&B more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a R&B man, like some good old soft music to mellow me out. Some Sade.
Okay.
Some. When I think of R&B, I think of, for some reason, men come to mind. Maybe because I'm a lady. And R&B music is like for lovers.
But,
everybody got a little love in them, right? So.
When you're dealing with females, you would say it's like a soul or more?
Soul and. Okay. So I like the softer, the.
Get you in the mood, like
the females like the neo soul, I like a Jill Scott, of course, and a Lauryn Hill.
So that's that, but that's kind of that. That's kind of that boss music too, like while you're doing paperwork and adding zeros up.
Yeah. The zeros and the zeros. Right. Yeah. Ladies are really representing right now. I'm so proud of us.
How long have you had Chimes Boutique?
Chimes Boutique has been in existence since 2015.
Okay.
It's been a quick 5 years.
Right.
But
they say once you make it after 3, though,
that's what they say.
You good selling up there.
I'm selling.
How do the culture of music affect, your orders or the type of clothing that you offer to people?
Oh man, people underestimate what music does for us.
Okay.
Just like I feel like they underestimate what fashion does.
Because we got to have another fit, we got to have another fit for every concert.
Yeah, and I'm so, for every event, every concert, every moment in our lives. Think about that time when you getting ready, you excited about the first day of school. I know you got that song
in your
I'ma
head.
hit them with the whatever, And what you do, you lay your clothes out.
You got the radio in your head too?
You gotta have that soundtrack in your head,
you gotta have that.
That's what music does for me. People are a soundtrack to me. Life is a soundtrack to me. I see certain people and immediately a song comes in my head. That's their song. When I see them, I relate it to a music and I hear the music in my head. That's really the way that music affects me. and it's so funny because they have no idea as they're approaching me. I'm still hearing
Right.
It's playing in my
Right.
head, you know. Like for me, my soundtrack, my song is Bad Mama Jamma. Ever since I was a little girl by Carl Carlton, she's a bad. That has been my soundtrack, and that's what I feel as I'm walking. You know, I'll walk and I'm hearing that in my head, and
So,
I'm walking to the beat. Really,
Your nursing soundtrack and your Chimes Boutique soundtrack is the
it's the same because that's, you know, I have a few songs, but like that's my my innermost. There are songs that I have that I feel like are my soundtrack. You know, a soundtrack to my life would include other songs. There are times I've been sad, you know, I need some Donny Hathaway because I feel like he really singing more than you ever know. That song by him, I'm dating myself, y'all, if y'all know that song. But, you know, it's the classics.
Yeah, it is.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with a classic.
All right. I mean, you don't look dated, so you know what I'm saying. But
yeah, thank you.
Let's ask a little candid stuff. So, what'll be your top 5 R&B songs of the '90s?
Oh, well, gotta include some Jagged Edge because that Jagged Edge.
You can do a top 5 with just Jagged Edge.
I really could. I know I could because I'm like one of their #1 fans.
When I Gotta Be came out, what you was doing?
Ooh.
The first time I heard that song.
Ooh, we should have went over these questions beforehand, like certain things off. Okay, so that probably came out in the late mid 90s or
it was after
mid 90s. So
6, 7.
I was like graduating high school. And I was probably going to prom and playing in that kind of stuff. You know, had my boyfriend and doing all that kind of stuff.
So to your top 5 songs.
My top 5 songs of all time or R&B?
Let's R&B. Just R&B of all time. We're not even restricting it to just the 90s.
Okay, top 5 songs, R&B. Well, we gotta have Luther in there.
Okay.
Big Luther. With the curl don't go quite, not all the way. Yeah, we gotta have him in there, and it would have to be though. If this world were mine, would have to be in there.
Love that song.
With Cheryl Lynn, and then R&B. We gotta have some.
You ain't got no Janet in there?
No Janet. She whispers.
Okay,
I like singles.
You ain't got no Anita in there, no Patty, no.
Patty is in there.
Okay.
Patty is in there, and that's If Only You Knew. Yeah, Patty is definitely in there.
That's one of the songs I see grown men when I was younger trying to sing like.
Cause she don't bring it out.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Had to do that.
But okay, I got it. You trying to help me get a lady in there, huh?
I mean, you know, because like you say, when you think of R&B, you think of men. And when I think of R&B, I think of voices.
Voices. Tell me a voice
you know, when I think of R&B, Anita, Smokey, Al, you know, stuff like that. When I'm thinking, Maxwell, D'Angelo, you know, music.
You know, and some people who aren't as popular, some songs that may not be as popular, like there's a song by Emile LaRue, For Real.
Okay.
That's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Okay.
For Real, by Emile LaRue. There's a song by Sinead O'Connor, If You Let Me.
See, this is your list.
Ooh.
Put that on. That's your list.
Oh, that's on my list.
That's your
Those
list.
two
This is
are
your list.
more recent, like 2000.
That's your list.
Probably 17-ish.
Okay.
But those songs, like, those songs are.
You ever had one of those Jigga City moments in your car?
Of course.
What's on that soundtrack?
We have a lot of that kind of stuff.
What's on that soundtrack?
Anytime I hear Lil Boosie, okay, especially Set It Off,
That's
Webby.
What about that Boosie the Devils? That devil song. See, I got
you gotta play it.
I got you. I'm gonna get it for you.
Okay,
I'm get it for
because
you.
for
I got you.
that kind of stuff, I have to. It's the chorus for me.
I got you.
I'm not an every word kind of person in that.
So
but when it come on,
you know what it is.
Oh yeah, I know
boosted
what to do.
Webby, so we boosted Webby.
Oh yeah, 5.
So when you hear certain, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it don't take much with that because that's in me.
Okay.
So definitely, I love it.
Okay, so we're gonna stick to the culture. We're gonna get some more lists out. I want another list out you.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What else you want?
Give me your top movies.
Oh.
When you at home with that, with that glass.
My top movies, and there's some of them that are my top that I don't watch because they really they're the top because of the way that they hit you.
They hit you, okay.
But you might not want to be hit like that.
Not
Sometimes it's gonna bring you there because I'm female. I get emotional. So Glory is one of those. Denzel, the one tip.
And see, it's me and a couple of my home. Like you'll catch us watching it.
Yeah, and then y'all be sitting there with that
because
one
we trying to. How you do that? Like what you thought of, dog?
And then y'all switched to training day so y'all could feel more,
I'm going to ask Denzel that. I'm asking, what was you thinking when that tear came down? Like,
he's been asked that, and I think he said he channeled the ancestors.
Oh, that's dope.
He's Denzel.
He is.
So he is the dopest.
I mean, but when you can go
Samuel
by one
Jackson.
name, Tanika, you know.
Well, just because it's easier. But yeah, he has become Denzel to us. Like Luther is Luther. And Samuel Jackson, we say his name, I think, because out of respect, but he could be, Samuel Jackson is a hell of an actor. And I love Django.
Okay.
I do. That movie, I think it's just such cinematic greatness to take something that is, because I'm still one who watch movies about slavery and all of that, even though a lot of people are burnt out on it and everything. I still do.
I mean,
it's real. And
if you're trying to take something from it, then
Yeah, it's not just for the sake of, because we are so much more than that, right? But or for the sake of just reliving the same thing over and over. But I'm saying the actual acting in the movie was phenomenal. It was well written. So he took something that a lot of people couldn't stomach and made it, palatable. We were able to watch it and enjoy it, digest it, be entertained. And Samuel Jackson
did this.
He did what Samuel Jackson did. Yeah. So I love him and I love Django. Others I love, of course, this is going way back to I was a little girl and did not, when this movie first came out, It's the Color Purple. And I didn't grasp it the first time I watched it because I was I was probably 8 or something, 7 or 8.
Okay.
But when I watched it when I was older, I got it, and it's phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Go back and watch it, and it's a good thing you're watching it as an adult because when I watched it as a child, I could not stand Danny Glover, so I didn't see any of the Lethal Weapons, not one to this day.
So you didn't rob that man of some movie tickets.
I'm not the only one. A lot of people didn't like Lawrence Fishburne after What's Love Got to Do with It, and he was not even Ike.
I honestly loved Lawrence Fishburne after What's Love Got to Do with It.
Why?
Because it took a lot of cojones to let a woman kick you in the with a boot.
By the time she kicked him, she needed to do more than that.
Hey, you don't deserve that as a man.
Oh, you want to end this interview right now. He deserved so much more.
I'd rather a gunshot than you kick me there.
It's not about what you rather after you put your hands on someone. Then you would rather just be alive, and he escaped with his life after he had beaten her several times. We're not gonna see now.
Yeah, I'm
because that's not even one of my favorite movies, but he's an awesome actor. So, okay, we have 3, and now I have 2 more left. Mm-hmm. And this one, now, it's going to sound crazy, but I really like it. It's so funny to me. And that's The Help. I think that... I love that movie. I love Viola Davis, though.
That movie was like but that's like when you talk about Django, when you watch The Help, you kind of feel like that, you see black people as the help.
Yeah.
Until you see the tidbits of what happened, then it's like, wait.
And you see.
It takes strength, like, as a woman.
Thank you. That's the thing. They presented that movie in a way where, yeah, we were the help in a subservient role. We were serving them, but we were also strong. It was just the way of. That's what it was. That's the way things were. Look at us now.
Right.
But that's the way things were. And the movie is just the humor that I like about it. You know,
I love it.
And the actresses, Viola Davis and Olivia Spencer. You know, Olivia Spencer won an Oscar for her role. Viola should have, but Olivia had more colorful.
Right.
You know, she was the one who actually made the pie. And we did stuff like that. Like, that spoke to how we were in a subservient role, but we were risk takers. We weren't scared of them per se. It's just everything was stacked against us. So we had to just move in a certain way, but we still got ours in a lot of ways.
Right.
And okay, so my fifth favorite, and it's a comedy, and it's gonna sound maybe, but Coming to America.
Right. Okay.
I love Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love his Norbit, but especially Coming to America.
A lot of Eddie Murphy movies, it like blows me away to see all the people that was in
characters.
it. Right. And his characters.
Yes.
Right.
He was an amazing, because you know there's a part 2 coming.
Oh, so
you gonna
watch it?
I'm gonna see it. See, we can't go to the movies like talking about.
I'm gonna take a broomstick to the movies, and I'm gonna sit down and put the broomstick here, so can't nobody sit in either one of these seats.
Well, they don't let you anyways.
Okay.
Unless they're a part of your party, and that's great. That's
cool.
Great. But you know, I think going forward we might be stuck with those kinds of rules for a while, at least until they try to, vaccinate everybody.
I mean, unless somebody gonna move to Antarctica and get more space.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
We don't go there. Not us. They can go there, but we don't go to Antarctica. We don't like it cold like that.
Okay. So, a little more about you. 2020 was rocket for all of us, Some people, he got hit a little bit more. Tell me, how did Corona or COVID-19 affect? Because I know you're more online.
Right.
So, but did it affect like the order to do? I mean, because I know, also parties and a lot of things was canceled this year. So,
right.
I ain't trying to get in your business or nothing, but how did you do for 2020?
I did spectacular.
Okay, and that's good. That's what I was hoping.
Yes.
So now we can talk.
Oh, yes, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
I did spectacular. 2020 was the best year so far.
Okay.
And yes, thank you, God. And it started off rocky though.
Right.
Because everything, I think with everyone, we were like, what's going on? Corona started.
Okay.
We're like, what is Corona? Who is that? I thought that was just a beer. And now all of a sudden, who is this? And then COVID-19. So we had to figure out, what is this thing?
Right.
And everybody, we had these imposed rules and regulations.
And you're essential too, so.
Yeah. I was balanced.
So you gotta balance the books on the Chimes, and you might got to throw the scrubs on every now and then.
Yeah.
So.
And my scrub days are over over now. Thank God for that.
We're just gonna clap it up over here. My weird voice, we're gonna clap it up over here.
Unless they're still in the closet though.
Okay.
Because the credentials are here.
Okay.
So if I need them,
you got designer scrubs? Come on now, don't.
I've been asked that. You gonna sell scrubs? But no, I don't do this scrubs. But I think that some ladies have that covered. There are some nurse entrepreneurs who are selling some really nice ones.
Okay.
So if they ever want to collab or anything, hey, I'll let your girl. But as far as this year with growth, I've grown exponentially. Absolutely. But it started off rough. And then people, got into the groove again and figured out how to be smart about it.
Okay.
Our state was hit hard.
Right.
We were hit the hardest at one point. So that affected things. Things did slow. But when you have a system in place, when your foundation is solid, and when you're offering quality, you prepare for those things. you stay in steps ahead. You know, this is chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
So we're staying steps ahead at Chimes Boutique. So I was prepared and I did fine. And then as people started to say, okay, we can do that, but with the mask, or, you know, we have different numbers. We have max, you know, for mask capacity right now. And people got their social lives a little bit back on track. You know, like June, I think they would lift some restrictions somewhere in that time frame. Then, you know, business pick back up. Yeah, right. And now you see where we are now, flu season, and we're seeing the numbers. So hopefully it'll get back to, you know.
Once we do get back to normalcy, you're looking into any like storefronts, anything like that?
I am not really storefront per se, but maybe something to offer as far to the public. But the retail model is not going to be a Chimes Boutique model where you come into like a store and
there's 5 or 6 of them on a rack.
Well, we have more than that. But way more. But keep in mind, so Chimes Boutique we're global and we're selling to everyone all over the world. So ladies and men, I have a lot of male customers. I'm so happy about that. Thank you, fellas. I'm so happy. Because they see it and they love it. They want their ladies to look a certain way. And I hope we speak on that, you know, as we're talking. But so it doesn't really fit the model to need a storefront. Okay. But if someone needs to touch it, feel it, or needs any consulting, styling, then I want to have the space for them to do that.
Okay, educating me on that.
Yeah.
You know, I just assume everybody who sold clothes wanted the store.
No, we don't.
Okay,
you know, but that's all right. The world has changed, and 2020 was difficult, but look at what it taught us. We learned a new way of doing everything. We learned a lot. Like, think of companies so many people work from home now, where these companies acted as if they had to have all this real estate and people sitting in a cubicle and breathing on each other and sitting in there doing something that you could do at your house because you have the technology to do it. So now, we've learned and have expanded ourselves. We've grown. Everyone has, not everyone, but most have grown. People that wanted to grow have definitely grown.
You kind of like, you know, put your fingertip on your customer base. Who are the majority consumers for Chimes Boutique? Like,
who chiming in?
Let's chop it up. Young or old?
What do you call?
When I say,
why gotta be old?
Okay.
Why that's the word?
We gonna skip that one.
Okay.
See, we gonna skip that one. We gonna totally.
Let's find another word.
We gonna let's do the style. Mature or revealing?
Oh, we can do the age if you want, but just another word. I would say, you said mature or revealing?
Mature, like mostly covered up, or revealing, like what do you sell the most?
See those adjectives you're using. So you can be mature so they're not mutually exclusive. Let me I'm loving this because let's have this combo, because that's what I want people to realize.
I'm here to learn. This is an interview.
I'm so glad, and I'm here to learn you. I'm here to teach. So we can be mature and we can reveal as much as we want. So, for instance, this is a Chimes Boutique ensemble, right? So this is dress, right? And it's
with the knee highs.
With the knee high. So you see, you
just enough.
Tapped it,
just enough.
That's right. You chimed in because you want to be sexy. So at Chimes Boutique Clothing, we're sexy,
right?
But we don't have to show you everything.
And the guys, like when they ordering, can you tell what they trying to order for? Like who, you know?
Only if they tell me, because some of them will ask through a DM or like they'll text in, because we do have a VIP program. So our VIPs get text, and they'll text
a VIP
yes
program
for Chimes Boutique.
for your fashion. So you
That's
technically got a fashion designer on hand. Like technically,
you just text Chime in, all one word, to 29071.
And now you can tell people that you got your own fashion design.
And you are going to receive text alerts with yes.
Girl, my fashion designer just hit me up.
I'm gonna let you know when we have new arrivals,
Right.
so you get first dibs, because sometimes we sell out, and you get first dibs and you get special pricing and discounts.
Okay.
So I'll get a text sometimes, an email, or a DM, which DMs are not the best way to contact because you get lost in the shuffle, and some of them get unseen, and some are ignored, to be honest, because it goes into the
spam
it
file.
needs to be ignored. But the ones where I may have a man asking, what size, how does this run, which I always put that information, but sometimes people don't, you
Right.
have limitations on what you could put on like a social media post.
Okay.
So some of them don't even know, click here. You just tap on the item, because I usually have on Chimes Boutique's Instagram page, I usually have
The
the
link?
little, well, you can actually link it to, it's linked to my store. So if you just touch the post, the picture, you'll get launched to my boutique. And you can see all the details of the item. You can see the cost. You can see the size.
Everything
you
in
can
order.
see the description.
Everything in
I
order.
put the fabric. I put the care of the fabric. I put what size I'm wearing. Everyone, I'm 5'9". We not, my weight is what it is. So, I don't know if we need to know all that. I mean, I'll give you my measurements if you ask directly.
What's your measurements?
Are you? I was talking about the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a customer just now.
Okay. I'll give my measurements, which they are subject to change. They do change.
Went around like Thanksgiving, birthdays, or something like that.
No, they changed because I'm a woman. They changed because I'm a woman and I have a condition. I have a thyroid condition.
Okay.
So my weight fluctuates. And people say they don't notice, but I do. So, but my measurements are 34, 27 and a half, and that can fluctuate to a little less, little more, between 7 and a half. And then this is in the 40s, well into the 40s. And okay, we'll say 43 to 45 down here.
I read a movie script and they was looking for a model, and that was the exact measurement.
Are you serious? You're making that up. Nobody looks for those measurements, but those are my measurements, and that's what I want people to understand too.
So, all right, I got a question. Remember the Player Club movie?
Yes.
Remember the song Ice Cube and Master P did?
They be coming. Wait, no, Master P.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta get you. No, we're gonna do that on camera. It's another song. It's another song. He gives measurements in the song.
Which song is it? Do you remember?
I'm a you know I'm a
Oh, well, see, that's oh no, that's Houdini.
Exactly. The Master P gave.
If you would have said, see, we're dating these two different.
I wasn't gonna go back that far. We gonna go.
Oh, well, see, okay, you're right, because that's what was in the movie. But I'm a Houdini, and we just lost exes.
Right.
But I love. When I tell you I love Houdini, I love Houdini. But yeah. Oh, so in that song they say.
Get the measurements.
I know that was not it. Those were not the measurements, but okay. I mean, I don't know the song. I mean, I didn't hear that in the song.
It was close.
Okay, well. But that's when men will reach out to me if they want to know any kind of sizing to help them with sizing, because they're getting it usually as a gift. Yeah.
So I mean, I know just selling the clothes is probably not your. Everybody has that money motive, but how does it feel, knowing that you're global, man, and like people, like you have repeat customers, obviously.
Yes.
So how does it? And like I say, you got the VIP, option. So it's like you technically people fashion queen.
I don't know if I said queen, but thank you. That
Tanika the fashion queen.
That sounds awesome.
Oh.
Look at you giving me monikers and titles and stuff.
You got to add something to the one name just in case, like Jesus of Nazareth.
Tanika the fashion queen. All right. Where's my crown? I'm going to wear that crown, baby.
Hey,
you already gave it to me, so that's what it is.
We're going to get a crown.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
So, how's it feel to, just knowing that you global? You global.
I feel like me.
You still go to Walmart?
Absolutely. What?
I'm not going to Walmart once I come global.
I'm not that. I'm not on that level. But for one, when you say Walmart, I go to Walmart, but I don't like stores.
So you do your online?
Which is really,
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really one of the reasons why I am sticking to that model. It's been pretty much proof. It's been Corona and COVID proof. I didn't have to close a store like some people that have storefronts. You see, it works.
You was already playing chess.
Right.
She was already playing chess.
So,
she was already playing chess before Corona.
But as far as going to the store, I'm so down to earth. Like, I'm so Tanika. I'm the same. People that have known me since kindergarten. I'm the same.
Yeah,
I'm a nose to the grindstone kind of person.
And that's what I noticed. Every conversation we had, or every conversation I was listening to you was addressing business, furthering this, starting to, documentaries, TV show type stuff. So,
Yeah, I can't even help it. It's like
you're a serial entrepreneur.
Serial entrepreneur. Everything that I'm a part of, I want to own. It's like I want that. Like it's not,
You're a Virgo?
I'm a Virgo.
Which month?
August. That's a good thing, right? And then I'm August 31st, so I'm right on the cusp of September. But I'm right in the smack dab in the middle, being a Virgo.
Serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, Beyonce's a Virgo. Now what you gonna?
I ain't never said with Beyonce though.
Oh well, me either. But I feel like we're sisters.
I'm good.
That's my sister.
I'm like Beyonce. I said with Tanika. Both of y'all go by one name.
If Beyonce came in here, you wouldn't even know I was in the room. You would not care.
I'm like, okay, I'll be here in 1 second.
This guy.
So, 2021, we here.
Yes.
What we're expecting from Tanika, the fashion queen, aka Chimes Boutique CEO, aka Nurse Bay.
Nurse Bay, yes. Oh man, so much is happening in 2021.
Okay.
I can't give it all away, but so you'll be hearing the name Tanika a lot more.
Okay.
Chimes CEO is, of course, the CEO of Chimes Boutique, which was my first brand. But I am launching other brands. I'm expanding. So we talked a little bit about.
I can't get no exclusive. No.
Absolutely,
Okay.
You're getting the exclusive. Yes. You will get that. Absolutely. But we talked a little bit about, how fashion was this part of me and the nurturing part of me, but there's so much more.
Okay.
So much more. And I believe in us, as women being multidimensional.
Right.
And living and actually experiencing all those parts. So there are other parts that I want to explore and share. And I want to add value to my supporters, whether you call them customers, supporters, fans, whatever. Yeah, my people who chime in with me. I have some people that have been riding with me from the beginning. I still use the same photographer. I've used others. Yeah. But I love, I'm a loyal person. So
that's your team. You want to shout out any of your team? Shout them out. That's your team.
Shout out to Ms. Tasha Denise of Classic Couture, because she keeps my tresses. Baby, listen, they talk about this hair. They be all in the comments. Classic Couture.
She got the blonde hair.
No.
Oh, okay.
She is
Okay.
Tasha Denise, Tosha.
Shout out
Denise,
Tasha.
yes, at Classic Couture, and she's always booked. You know, I don't know even know if she's accepted new clients in years,
Oh,
but
she winning in the
she
tournament.
does every now and then. But she's such a professional, and of course, that rings true.
Right.
I mean, that's. I appreciate that because she doesn't overbook. You're in and out. She respects your time, and I need that in my life.
A beautician
And,
that respects your time.
Gifted and who keeps you super duper fly with a super duper personality,
Right.
and as professional as she is and skilled in her craft, and it's the flick of the wrist we say all the time, and how she flicks that wrist, getting that hair together, you having fun in there too.
Shout out.
She's out, yeah. Shout out to her, and shout out to my I call him my personal paparazzi. I know he has other clients, but I be getting jealous. But anyways, because I really feel like this man has captured me from day one. He's remained consistent.
Okay.
And it's Eric Singleton,
Okay.
Singbird Photography. And he's just been, he's, I'll shout him. I shout these people out on my page, on Instagram, on Facebook all the time because we make magic. You know, and it's just effortless. They just, I get in the salon, I sit in the chair, and she does her thing.
Right.
I don't have to do much, say much.
Y'all talk a little
Same
bit.
thing with Eric.
Y'all
Yeah, we talk,
run a
but
little
at
ups.
this point, we just be talking. You know,
Yeah.
it's not about what she needs to do for me. She
Right.
knows
She
what
already
she
know
needs
that.
to do. And with Eric, he just starts snapping. I walk in, we just get to work. It's that chemistry, and that means a lot to me.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Make
So
the dream work.
those two are that's my team right now. And we have some other people, of course, that I've worked with, but those are my go-to.
Real boss set, team.
Yeah.
Got a
I
whole
love them.
infrastructure.
They have other clients too. I'm one of their clients, but they're my go-tos. Yeah.
So, anything else you want to touch on?
I want to say special thank you to you for reaching out to me because you so reaching out to me because it means a lot.
I'm trying to glory.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. It was the left side. No, it's not happening. But you're so crazy. But the support means everything. It really does. People think, well, you sell clothes. Why you need? It's not about that. For one, it's not. I'm not just selling clothes.
Right. You're essential.
Yeah. See this dude. Yes. So thank you for reaching out to me because just to share this time with me and for people to have some questions answered because sometimes I do a little Q&A.
Okay.
And it's lit up. Like I can't even answer all the questions in on my phone
Before we, keep going, can I get a question that you have been asked that you haven't answered yet on IG?
What is it?
I don't know. Just pull one out.
Oh, you want me to say? The top 3.
Okay.
Can
I'm here for it.
Oh, my top 3 questions. Well, 4. Okay.
If you
I
want to round it off, even though 5 are odd number, you can round it off to 5.
Okay. I'm going to just start with the most frequently asked. This one is the most frequently asked, and it is this is no matter what. No matter how many times I answer it. Or what's my marital status? Or am I single? Yes, I'm single. And I'm single. I'm not single and I'm single.
Friday night flows. We get the real underground scoop. You're not gonna find this on Chimes CEO page. She's single.
I'm single.
Okay.
And the other question is, and this is weird to me because I'm so obviously black, but I get asked if I'm black.
I mean, you might
or if I'm
you're from Lake Charles or something, that everybody yell up in Lake Charles.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get that in me,
Right.
my family, where they're from and everything, and New Roads, Irwinville,
Right.
and all, Malata Bend, those areas. So I have that in me, but I am black. I am not half Asian, no, because I get that. Are you Blasian? Are you half Korean, half Japanese? I'm black. Both my parents are black. They are Creole, you know.
Okay.
My dad, yeah, was, and you know, they say conas, you know.
Question. So
we were that. My dad was that. I'm black though. My parents are both black.
the answer to number 2 is she's a beautiful black woman.
Yes.
Black.
Yes, from
With
the
a-
motherland.
With a little bit of Creole. So,
Yeah, a little sprinkle,
yeah,
sprinkle,
little
Louisiana, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Number 3.
And number 3 is my age. That's the number 3 question, which I think is, it's a question because, well, I can tell you're older, but something about you is young, has young vibes, or you're vibrant. You don't act like a 40-year-old. You don't act like
Your energy in your conversation probably, could, give a little range, but nobody's looking at you with with natural eyes is gonna be able to tell you how old you are.
No, that's what I really.
Nah.
Okay, I feel like I look like I'm in my 40s because, I don't know.
Nah, you see 30-year-olds around here nowadays?
Oh, well, see, you can't, yeah.
That's the only thing we
so
can
it's hard
judge.
to-
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
the
So
only thing we can.
you could be
Like
20 and look
My
however
cousin
you
just
could be.
turned 34, and trust me, she don't look that.
She don't look, she doesn't, and that's what, I've had young ladies come up to me in, like, out and about and say, how did you do it?
I mean, you are a nurse. You are essential, so I mean.
Well, it doesn't even have anything to do with that. I told her, though, this young lady that most recently said that she was in her early 20s. She had some children, and at a young age, she said, this is just her story now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not to be judgmental of anyone or imply this to anyone else, but in our conversation, and she was telling me the things she was doing that made her look like she could be closer to my age. And I said, well, that's it. You have to, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Live a slower life. Slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down.
Drink some water.
Don't try to do everything. Drink water.
Drink some water.
I really did say that. Drink water.
Like,
yeah.
that's like very simple.
Yeah, but,
Don't nobody do it. They get a fountain coke.
Yeah. Yeah, I like, my carbonated beverages too. But I do, this is a temple, so treat your body like that.
Right.
So that's another question. That was my third. And then the fourth one is if my body is real. And yes, it is. I wish there was a way
that I can relay it to y'all that is.
Oh.
I wish I can. I wish we had a touch screen or an actual. I mean.
Or just to prove that I have not shifted anything. I have not been surgically enhanced to move anything from my stomach to my behind.
Again, just like with the age, we have to relate it to what's happening nowadays.
Right. That's because I had this before that was happening. And now I was a skinny kid growing up.
Okay.
I mean, but I always had my rear end. I always had that. But I was, until everything else filled in, and then after the kids. But anyways, that's probably and people don't believe me even when I say it. Even when I've answered it, people still are like, that's what Kim Kardashian said. But come on now.
We can see.
Come on. Yes, and I'm not built like a Kardashian. Like my legs go with, my thighs go with the rest of me. My waist is small, it's naturally small. But I have not, this is mine. And it's not altered, not in any way.
It's a part of the CEO.
It's God-given.
So and that's good too because now you are your own fashion model for your.
I am, but
that's nice.
In the future, we want to see more ladies more bodies in these Chimes boutique clothing. I want people to see that, and I'll showcase my customers that share their pictures to show you guys how they look in them, other body styles, other body types, how they put their twist on it, and on the clothing. And I want to see other ladies model with me. I know the face of my brand, but I want to work with other models.
Another serial entrepreneur.
Look, it's no fun being by yourself. I want other people to come with me. I really think
being around
there's so much value.
Right, being around successful people, that's the number one thing they always say is no fun being at the top by yourself or being successful by yourself.
Well, I'm not even at the top yet. I'm trying to get there, but I want other women. Yeah. But thank you for that. I know you put that as a compliment. I appreciate it. I just want people to know that when you support Chimes Boutique, you're supporting a Black-owned business, you know, a female-owned business, and we know that we have certain hurdles that.
That's 2 circles you jump through.
Yeah.
A Black-owned female business.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful.
Thank you. And we just want to thank everybody, really, though. I want to thank everybody for being a part of the movement of Chimes Boutique. And we've grown, and we're going to continue to grow. And I look forward to continued collaborations and just working this thing out. Everybody wants to grow, and right. I love to see it. Mm-hmm.
I'm with it. Can't wait to see all these ventures that you got ready, you know, coming up 2021 and beyond.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Like, I can't even express to you how, you know, pleased I was to know that I was going to be sitting down with Miss Tanika, a.k.a. Miss Fashion Queen. I said it. Friday Night Flows with Johnny Hustle, baby. Upstage Theater. Let me get on stage right now.